जैसे हमारे शास्त्रों में वर्णन है कि सूर्य विज्ञान और चंद्र विज्ञान जैसी विद्याएं हैं, तो जस्ट आउट ऑफ क्यूरियोसिटी क्या इनका अस्तित्व है और क्या क्या है ये चीज़ें, और जिस आपके थॉट्स जानना चाह रहा हूँ इस बारे में.
We talk nowadays in terms of science. There is microbiology education, right? Physiotherapy education, IT field education, mechanical engineering, this engineering, that engineering. So, if I ask what are all these, what you will say?
Just different sciences.
But they are all true or not?
Disciplines.
Okay. But a computer man will not know other thing. He cannot know anything about medical field.
Right.
In the same way, all this science related with sun or moon or any deity, all is true. Some persons in past sages or rishis, they have specialized in Surya Vigyan, some specialized in Moon Vigyan. Vigyan means science. Some personalities evolved with Lord Vishnu, some with the Devi, some with the Shiva, like that. But all is true. We should try to take help of whatever we can or whatever is easily available to us. So, and try to develop ourselves. Be equipped with all divine powers, solve all life problems, enjoy with God. That is the aim of all sadhana or every knowledge. What actually is the definition of knowledge? Why knowledge? Suppose you don't have any knowledge, still you have sufficient of money. You will pass the life at peace. Lot of money, plenty of house, everything to live. You don't require any knowledge. Your life is okay. This is what you feel. But you can never feel peace. Spirituality without prosperity is a disastrous life. And excess prosperity without spirituality, one aspect, and reverse is also true. So, you should be in balanced situation. Total spirituality at one end and total prosperity at one end. You should enjoy both fields together. Then your life is called perfect, balance. Only such life can be called Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. So, we should go and such type of life. Got it? So, Surya Vigyan is perfect, and you see in science, when we go along the elements in periodic table, so what is the first element?
Hydrogen.
What is helium?
Helium is first.
Yes.
Okay. I forgot.
I don't know. I know, but still I say I don't know. Anyway, so what helium represents? Something like sun or something other than sun? So, Surya Vigyan one day, maybe 200, 300 years in future, scientists will say this is all from sun. Now, you are all going with solar power. Okay? Any power can be transferred to other source. If there is no power, it cannot be transferred. So many solar systems are working, even the Tesla car is working. Now, a lot of countries are coming with other cars, solar system, everyone now. So, if there is no energy with that sun, how we are getting energy from solar system? So, how much important that sun is? Our sages have discovered everything. They told everything, they enjoyed with all these things. But past many years, hundreds and hundreds of years, our original source of knowledge was cut off by foreign invaders. So, now we have doubt in all our systems, but everything is true. Sun is called Vishwatma, Vishwachakshu. What is the meaning of Vishwachakshu? Eyes of the world. Of course, you can call universal eye also, but you can say eyes of the world. Without light, can you see anything? You cannot see anything. So, since you need light, maybe little light, maybe very strong light, but you definitely need light. Only then you can see. And that light in your eyes, when you see the small dot there, even with camera when you take photo, there is always light. And when there is no light, you cannot see anything. So that's why sun is called Vishwa Chakshu and Vishwa Atma. If anybody is dead, you touch the body, it's cold. Then what you say? Now he is cold, cool, gone. If it is hot, then what you say? Life. So life force is only through Lord Sun. That's why it's called Vishwa Prana and Vishwa Atma and Vishwa Chakshu. So the signs, sun or moon, all is true. Enjoy with that. But one thing I really assure you that Lakshmi's goal of life is only Lakshmi. Everybody is after Lakshmi. Maybe demon, maybe deities, maybe human beings. So we should also be for Lakshmi. But what are the best techniques by which Lakshmi can be with us? We should follow Lakshmi or Lakshmi should follow us? What is more important?
Lakshmi should follow us.
Lakshmi should follow you. What qualities you should have so that Lakshmi can follow you? These qualities we can learn from the personalities of Lord Vishnu and Lord Shiva. And Lakshmi says only one thing: I am under the blessings of Guru. Tasmat, if anybody needs Lakshmi, he should be very good, comfortable with a Guru. By only grace of Guru, you can go with Lakshmi. You can say why? Because Guru, Brahma, Guru, Vishnu, Guru, Devo, Maheshwara. Without Guru, if you think that Lakshmi will be with you always, not possible. And Lakshmi doesn't mean only money. Always be sure. Lakshmi means the divine energy of God which really leads you toward the goal of the life. That energy which leads you towards the goal of life is called Lakshmi. To reach that goal, we need money. Money is one part of that. We need family. Because without family, no happiness. Whom to talk, what to do. We need house. We need so many things. I had been always explaining eightfold Lakshmi, 108 types of Lakshmi, 1008 types of Lakshmi, what Lakshmi really means. Lot of lectures have been given during Diwali and other times. So I am not discussing all that. But our goal should be for Lakshmi and to search those techniques by which she always follows us and really leads us to the proper goal of life, that is our perfection, to be one with God. And that's possible only through way of sadhana. Sadhana is a process by which we can control anything in life, whatever we desire. That's when we say in Durga Sapsati, Yam yam chintate kamam, tam tam prapnot nishchitam. Whatever we desire, we must get that in life. And same thing is being told very clearly in Guru Gita also. So try to understand system, sadhana, Guru and yourself also. You will be very happy. I think you got some clear way. Anything more you want to ask?
So more specific thing about Surya Vigyan, like they said you can change one.
I tell you, coming back to our science, one electron from outer orbit, right, changing place, periodical table element changes, nothing new. So in our science, only electron is changing, orbit to orbit number is increasing or decreasing. Okay, when decreases, that element transferred to this element goes down, or when it increases, is transferred to goes down. So that form is possible by that Saur Vigyan, help of the solar science, you can convert one to other, one to other. Nothing new. But we should try, don't know. I gave you the example of the solar cells. I was converting that energy to this energy to driving a car. You can do all these experiments, and all these things have been demonstrated in India by our sages and rishis. In solar science, 2-3 names are very popular. The one is Visudhanand Paramahansa and the Gambhir Nath and Gorakhnath. These all, they have been with solar science. Yeah, there are many rishis who have described many techniques. Agast Rishi was with solar science. But now we are not aware of such things because nobody tries to learn and practice all. And if that solar system works inside your body, then you can convert yourself from anything to anything. That's how these different yogis, they convert one form to other. From one place they disappear, at other place they appear. They always utilize this energy of solar system, solar science. Anything more? Sufficient? Sun is called king of planets, and everybody goes to astrologers only. Zodiac signs, planetary positions, knowing future, trying to change future, to convert destiny. So if you really observe, when everything comes down and boils down to 9 planets only and 27 nakshatras, who is the head of all nakshatras? Moon. And who is head of the all 9 planets? Sun. If you are very much comfortable and you really get blessing from these two deities, Sun and Moon, you can take control on all planets and all stars. Planets you can say. No, stars. Nakshatra, sorry. So when these 27 nakshatra and 9 planets are okay with you, then you can command lot of things in your destiny, in your life. In any puja when you go, what the priest asks, tell your nakshatram. If you are not born in proper nakshatra, then you will be suffering. Same thing applies with planets also. And all these 27 nakshatras are also controlled by 9 planets. And 9 planets controlled by Sun. It means whether it is Sun or Moon or any nakshatra or anything, all is controlled by Sun only. Got it? So try to be okay with Sun, that's all. Very simple technology. But suppose Sunny faces Sun, then nothing is possible. You have put a solar plant, but no light is coming there. Some black thing is always on the top of the solar panel. Then what will happen? In the same way, when you go for astrology, anything, then Saturn is something very important. We should know all this spiritual science. Gradually, we'll be leading our life with very peace and harmony and really enjoying living with Lakshmi. I think it is sufficient for today.